I just want to thank the Aussies for hosting us, which is always great. So this is my second time out here this year. So we came out previously with Global Dexterity. So we were there for the end of April through May. And so that was about 2 weeks of integrating with the RAAF 36 Squadron. And so it was an awesome opportunity to come back out with Tal Saber as well, and basically do the same thing, just amplified and replicated. So it's been wonderful, and we do appreciate the Aussies for patting us out. So our crews began their day at roughly 7 a.m. And so we ended up having 6 aircraft launch out of Elmendorf, Alaska, flew a 16.5-hour flight, dropped, and that drop was actually at Lakeview, DC, up west of Townsville. And so we put 335 jumpers on the ground, and then also, incredible by our crews. So we had, 6 crews, so 5 USAF, 1 RAAF crew, and we were able to do en route aerial refueling. So we did aerial refueling with 10 tankers, and 750,000 pounds of fuel were offloaded by the 10 tankers. So you had 7 135s and 3 KC-46s. And so you're talking over a 5,000-mile flight in total to get all our heavy equipment and our jumpers to Lakeview, DC. So it was really awesome. For a lot of our younger guys especially, it's the longest flight they've ever done. So it's really cool, and it was awesome to have the RAAF squadron, the 36 guys with us as well. We've been working with the Aussies the entire time. So yeah, we have C-130s, we have C-17s obviously, we have 135s, KC-46s, and a host of other aircraft that are in the vicinity in the country. We go through multiple exercise planning conferences. I mean, it's our exercise division that kind of leads that. While it's, the Aussies are hosting the exercise, and we were kind of like backing them in the exercise and supporting their vision for the exercise. But we're also doing a lot of the mobility and C-17 specific planning as well, so providing that. We're picking up jumpers in Townsville. We're operating basically an ISB, or an intermediate staging location, out of Cairns. We're operating one out of Amberley. And then our planning cell is integrated with the RAAF 36 Squadron out of Amberley, right? So we're pushing products electronically. We're briefing, via VTC, our video teleconference. And so we're able to do things in a very non-standard manner to get the mission done. And that's kind of what the focus is of this specific JFAO and this specific Parratroop. So yeah, 2 locations. We're picking up jumpers in a 3rd location, and then dropping in a 4th location, recovering back. So yeah, pretty unique in that regard, and that's something that we are striving toward in the exercise. The goal is C2 integration from the moment we take off to the moment we land. And so our higher headquarters are tracking what we're doing and where we're going, right? And also the connectivity with not only outside agencies, but other air players is important, right? And that's a tactical and strategic purpose for that. So yes, we are integrated the entire time. We're also integrated with our joint partners, the Army, on board as well. And in this drop, we're actually dropping the 11th Airborne, so our folks up out of Alaska, and we're dropping French and German paratroopers. And so we have C2 with our Army assets, our air assets, and then our ground stations. JPMRC, we usually host the Aussies, or at least an Aussie crew, for JPMRC. However, with Talisman Sabre, we've got Canadians, the French, German A400s. The French actually brought their C-27, and they were actually involved in the first JFAO. So they dropped their C-27, they dropped paratroopers into Lakeview, DC as well. It's a really unique opportunity to integrate with a lot of different partners, which is something that's really cool, and we don't actually get that opportunity very much outside of these large-scale exercises. So the difference between like a JPMRC, which is something that we host, which we're really proud of, and we think is a really fantastic exercise, and Talisman Sabre is we're doing it kind of on somebody else's turf too, right? So it's a whole different C2 piece and an Air Operations Center piece. So at JPMRC, we kind of play by our own rules, and then we come over here to Australia, and we get to fully integrate within the C2 structure that Australia has created, and then we get to play by their rules, which has been an awesome interoperability and integrated piece. A lot of the crews on the first JFAO, which was their 16.5-hour flight, they were, some of it was their first JFE, so it was their first large-scale airdrop operation. And so, they get off the jet and they're beaming, right? Because it's the coolest flight they've ever done, and that's what a lot of them have said, which is really special, like, for us to hear. And so me and the other planners who have done an awesome job as well, we're really excited to provide that opportunity for them. So yeah, super excited for the crews. They did a great job on JFE1. They're going to do a great job tonight, and then on our interfly, our learning objective sorties that we've been flying throughout the week. They've been doing a great job as well, and hopefully having a lot of fun in Brisbane as well. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's almost like a second home to me. But because I've been out here about 4 weeks in the past 6 months. But it's been a lot of fun. I mean, we love Brisbane. We're actually staying in Ipswich. We love the local community. And then as far as the 36 Squadron, I mean, the pilots and Globemasters are top notch, right? So hopefully we learn as much, or they learn as much from us as we learn from them. But it's always a pleasure coming out and flying and operating with them. So we work off the same publications and we do things very similarly, but there are minute differences. But yeah, nothing but class from their squadron, and we learn a lot and have a lot of fun every time we come out.